Our guest speaker here today, Barry Colpitts, is with his wife, Betty Ann. And we're really pleased to have Barry Colpitts with us. He's the, if you like, the second contemporary folk artist we had. We had Laura Kenny, the rug hooker, last year, and this year we really welcome Barry Colpitts. I've got a little spiel here. I can bring it up on my phone from Black Sheep Gallery, written about Barry Colpitts, so I'll read this out if I can get it to come up. Anyway, Barry started carving in 1989. I think he was just under 30 at that age. And his work has become very popular throughout North America with collectors. His brightly coloured decorated house has become popular with the locals and the tourists. And it's sometimes referred to, can you show me where the Jesus house is? Barry has been featured in numerous magazines and newspapers, and his environment was the subject of an episode of Life's Channel, Weird Homes, in 2001. His work has been shown nationally, and he was one of 30 finalists out of more than 800 entries in Imagino's National Art Contest in 2002. One of his relief paintings was purchased by the Nova Scotia Folk Art Bank in 2007. And Barry's artwork was featured on the 2009 Nova Scotia Folk Art Festival poster, and there's a copy of it here on the table. Several of Barry's whirligigs were in an exhibition, Going with the Wind, whirligigs by Atlantic Canadian artists at the Beaverbrook Gallery in Fredericton, New Brunswick, and 2 were added to their permanent collection. Acadia University in 2014 had a solo exhibition of Barry's work called Barry's World. 2 of his chairs were recently donated to the Canadian Museum of History, and one of his carved chairs was added to the permanent collection of the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia. So with further ado, I'll introduce Barry. Now we've got a little speaker system set up so that we hope this works a little well for everybody, and if not, we'll try and increase the volume, or if not, we'll get Barry to just chat a little louder. I'll just put this speaker here a bit closer to you. And I've got a few questions that I made up the other day, and I thought this might help Barry in terms of an introduction. For people who don't know you, please tell us about your family and your work life in Nova Scotia, and how is it you ended up making folk art?
My father was born in Porkerville, and then his father died and moved to Robinson's Corner, which is not too far from here. And I spent a fair bit of time there when I was growing up. I was born in Dartmouth. My Uncle Fred had oxen. He lived up in Robinson's Corner, and I watched him carve oxtails, and he was pretty good at that. And then that sort of got me into carving a little bit, just gave me the idea. And anyway, I had a ton of jobs, and I went to high school. I never graduated high school, but I did go. And I had all kinds of jobs. I was a meat cutter for a while. My grandfather was a meat cutter, and I watched him, and then I took that up for a while. But it was good pay, but I was going to lose fingers, I'm sure. So I was working at the Nova Scotia Hospital, where I was an orderly and I was a nurse's assistant there for a while. And then I went to the correctional center, I was working there. And I started taking up carving quite a bit more when I was working at that correctional center for my nerves, you know. And then as some years went by, then I thought, well, I'm going to give that up, that correctional center up, and just do some carving. And it seems like I can make enough money to get by. So I did that, and I sort of made enough money to get by. But then I just started, you know, carving things and putting them on my house. And then people would stop to ask to buy them after a while. And at first I said no. And then after a while I gave in and said, offered one guy, well, you can have that for $50, you can have that. And I thought he'd say, I'm not giving you $50 for that. But he said, sure. And he said, when are you going to have another one done? And I said, well, maybe on the weekend. And first thing in the morning on Saturday, there he was sitting in my driveway. So I sold things to him for a while. And then other people came around, and then people from the Black Sheep Gallery, Audrey, came around, and Bob, and they helped me, you know, do things that I didn't know what I was doing, and, you know, help me out that way.
Can you tell us about the first piece that you made? Remember? Or first piece that you've sold?
It was the first piece I sold was a mermaid.
A mermaid?
Little mermaid.
Yes.
Yeah. That I used to like making those little mermaids a long time ago, and I made a few of them.
Do you know where the Little Mermaid is these days?
No. There's all kinds of things, and I have no idea where they went.
Barry, approximately what was your age when you
Start.
finished your work at the correction center and began to carve?
About 28. Let me see. I think that's right. See, it was 20 years.
Yeah. Close enough.
Yeah, something like that.
And Barry, why did you go to folk art? What was the attraction, folk art over other kinds of art?
Well, I just, I won't say that I decided to make folk art, I just did the best I could. And that's, and kind of looked like, you know, people were calling it folk art.
And did you have any mentors, like other people who had done folk art, and you had seen it, or?
Not right away, it was a while before I seen any that other people made, you know.
Have you ever made any other types of art, like painting or drawing, photography, anything like that?
No.
No? Just carving?
Yeah, I tried painting, and never had any luck at that. No. There wasn't people getting up on Saturday mornings going over that.
No one pounding on your door.
No.
And yet, on your house, have you done the paintings on the
Yeah,
house?
I did. Yeah,
So
they.
you've obviously got some skills.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. In terms of the wood that you used, do you like special types of wood? Is it pine or?
Pine is what I like the most, but softwood of any kind, really.
Yeah.
And hardwood, it's too heavy, really. It hurts, hurts your back if you're dragging it around.
And you have to have the wood specially dried and everything like that?
So you got to dry it, yeah.
Yes.
And stuff that's pretty big, like say that lady there,
Yes.
would be about a year and a half. You'd have to dry her.
Yeah. And
big stuff like that would take 4 or 5 years. It would take. And if you didn't, it would, you just,
Split.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But I brought these things along. I can sort of show.
Yes,
right?
good, good.
This one is a friend of mine. She's out of my head museum I got in the yard. Anne is her name, and she really loves art. So she just popped out of my museum and I brought her in. And she used to wear her hair like that for a while. And this is, I'm making this for somebody. This is a doctor, first time I ever made a doctor. And he's holding a baby. See the little baby there? And you really can't see from down there, but his hand is holding the baby. And that's his little black bag there, you know, the doctor's hair.
Now that piece, before you paint it, will you put like a primer on it first, do you?
These days I use primer, yeah.
Yes,
I used to use boat paint,
yes,
and you didn't need primer for that.
okay.
But now I use stuff that needs primer. And this is part of a whirligig here. This is the other part of it. This is Jesus and Mary, and they go in the center of a whirligig and they'll spin around like that.
Okay.
And these two angels will be flying around
Yes.
on the outside. And Mary will be standing on a piece of wood like this, and that'll spin, and it'll make this one spin.
Okay, yeah.
And that's a big mermaid I made for a lady that asked me years ago. And this I sold 20 or 25 years ago. And back then I would make the feet separate, and they were a little tippy.
Yes,
So it broke, and she brought it back for me to fix it. And I fixed it for her, and that would be at least 10 years ago. And I haven't seen her since then. But I got to keep it because I know she'll show up the minute I... And this is a piece of wood the way the tree grew. Probably grew like that. But it's me learning how to dance.
You learning how to,
Dance.
oh, dance, oh, okay.
Trying to learn how to dance. And this was a leftover piece of wood from last year that looked sort of like an elephant. So I made it into one. I'm going to put it on the house this year. And this is a lady holding up a blue jay. And that's a goldfinch there. And this is a turkey's head. I'm working on the rest of them. It goes like that. That's how it grew. See, those were little branches. And now they're the wattles on a turkey in his beak. And he's got a great big body. But I'm working on that now. And this is going to be head on of a bird, but I'm not sure quite what bird yet. You can see his beak.
Yeah.
Usually tree branches don't grow right on top of the other like that. They usually go in the sides.
Is most of the wood from your own spot, or do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty, not all of it, but most of it. Can I go over there?
Sure.
These are 3 whirligigs I brought today. I got them out in my yard usually, and they bolt to things, so you have to sort of hold them with one hand today or they'll fall over. But this is Mother Goose here. This is the lady part there, the Mother Goose part. And the other part is the goose over here. And that's an egg on top there. And this is the wind catcher here. I got the piece of the tree trunk carved out to catch the wind, and smooth on the other side, so it catches the wind. And turns those other two pieces there. And makes a nice clicking noise too. Especially when you get about 30 of them all going, they make a nice noise. And this one, this is my prayer hat here. It's a prayer helmet. You put it on, you say a prayer, especially if you did something bad. And I can show you. Excuse my hat here.
Yeah. There we are. You put that on after.
Yeah, I usually don't wear a hat in the house, but I got notes on it. And,
Notes for today's lecture.
yes. Anyway. Shoot. That's okay. They're pretty tough. Yeah, no, they're tough.
It's okay, Barry, I know a guy who can fix it.
See, there we go. Whoop. Anyway, this one goes on your head. Like that. And you sit out in the wind, and it turns. And then you say a prayer. And you can concentrate more on on your prayer, because this clunking of this sort of drowns out your other thoughts.
Barry, can you put that back on for a second?
Sure.
Photo op here?
Yeah. But if anybody wants to try this on, then you can do that. Okay.
Mass produce that one.
What's that? And this is a giraffe whirligig here. It's two giraffes, really. That's the unlucky one, this is the lucky one. See, and normally that would be on top of another one, so.
How long would it take you to have made that from the very beginning to completion?
It takes a long time to make those, because you got to dry them, the parts, and you can't dry them too fast, and because they curl up if you dry them too fast.
So it would be a long, I know it's difficult to say.
Well, if I had the right parts there in a pile, probably just a couple of weeks, I guess. But getting the parts in a pile would take a long time.
And on this piece over here, you've even got some metal weights, is that right? On the one?
Yeah, metal weights there to keep it balanced,
Balance, right.
because it doesn't turn near as good if it's out of balance.
Yeah.
And when you dry your wood, is it, you just let it dry in the air, or do you have a special, like a dryer or
No, just near.
just in the air?
Yeah, try to keep it out of the sun.
Sure, yeah. Huh.
Excuse me, Barry, what sort of tools do you like to use?
I got pretty much all of them right there. Yeah, just mostly either a paring knife and a crooked knife. And, a carpenter saw and hacksaw and a chisel, but don't often use a chisel. But yeah, every once in a while you need it.
No power tools at all?
No. Used to use a chainsaw every once in a while to get going, but
Barry,
Both. And sometimes it goes either way. I start out thinking one thing and then it ends up somewhere else.
Barry, I've been fortunate enough to walk around your whirly gig farm in full operation. And I'm wondering, I don't think I've ever asked this question, the inspiration for the new piece.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? And do you have it in mind when you're making the first one, or the one before, or is this just something that comes to you in the moment?
Sometimes,
Diverse, if there's
yeah.
so much going on, there's so many different
yeah. But
awesome pieces in there. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just,
yeah, it's both, I guess. Sometimes you're thinking about the next one,
right.
and sometimes you're thinking about the last one.
Right, and making it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'm just thinking about getting time to make one at home.
True enough.
Yeah.
Where's your farm?
Don't really have a farm, you wouldn't call it, but down in East Ship Harbor,
Whereabouts that?
near Tangier, on the way to Sheet Harbor.
You can't miss it.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
Do a lot of people drop in?
Quite a bit. And it's funny, sometimes they even really drop in. Like if you don't lock the door, I think we must look like a store, because sometimes people come right in. And
Is that annoying?
not really, but just sometimes you see a stranger walking by. And if you're watching TV or something. And I know Betty Ann say, "Oh, can I help you with something?" And they say, "Oh, no, fine."
What time's dinner?
Barry, do you
Yes.
are there any pieces that you have at home, whether they be older ones or newer ones, that are considered like, I'm never selling these are like my family pieces that you really,
Yeah. Got quite a few.
yeah. Could you describe some of the ones, like some of your favorite ones?
Well, I got my head museum and all the heads in that, and like Ann over there. And I got a life-size carving of Betty Ann, but I haven't seen her for a while. She's in one of the back sheds there. But she was outside for so many years, starting to go bad, so I had to put her in. And I got a couple nice crucifixes there on the side of the house. Those I wouldn't sell.
So is it the majority of your pieces, can you put them outside for a little bit?
Yeah, sometimes you can keep them out there for quite a while.
Okay.
But and some you keep out forever, I think.
Yeah.
But some you can't. Some just don't last very good at all.
Exactly, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Folk Art Festival? I notice over the years you never bring many pieces there,
Yeah.
and yet I think people really make a beeline for your work. I believe this last year all your pieces didn't sell in minutes, they actually sold in seconds.
47 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what you asked me.
Yeah, in fact, why do you bring so few?
Oh, that's all I got. And I have a hard time to get that many.
Is it? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was a deliberate policy.
No. I know I feel bad. Because sometimes people come a long way,
Yes.
and they say, "What do you mean you don't have something?" And I found myself making quite a few things that I really didn't plan on making things, but I thought I better, or this person's going to be upset.
How did you get on during COVID? Was that
I got a
slow?
lot done. Yeah, I got quite a bit done there.
That's good.
But here, see, with some of these things, like even a little bird like that, it takes so long to make it.
I bet they do.
It's not that hard, but it just takes a long time, and all those different coats of paint and everything. So by the time you get 15, 15 things with your little birds on them and stuff, it's a lot of time's gone, and it's usually a couple of days before the festival when you get your 15.
So how many years have you, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
How many years have you exhibited at the Folk Art Festival? Roughly.
I'm trying to think, 20 something.
Oh,
I was just gonna ask
should
you,
have-
how do you,
I don't
how
think
do you
that's in my notes.
generally, like, sell your work? Do you probably don't do like an online sales thing and mailing things out to people, or do you rely on galleries to sell your work for you?
Either people driving by
Yeah,
and galleries and the Folk Art Festival.
okay,
And just the galleries would be enough really
sure.
these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, what galleries do you show at now?
Black Sheep Gallery.
Yeah,
And that's about it.
That's Black Sheep, okay.
Yeah, I don't, of course, a lot of the folk art galleries that aren't around anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
You find that you get lots of requests to make me this or make me that?
So, yeah, sometimes, yeah. And sometimes you agree to make something and they'll get there and they say, oh, I didn't mean that. I made Gordie Howe once or somebody, and they just changed their mind.
You made what?
Gordie Howe.
Gordie Howe? Someone else will buy that.
Well, that was years ago, but yeah, that hurt my feelings.
I was wondering what you think, Barry, of our notion of having a folk art center in Lunenburg.
Oh,
Did you know that we were
no,
working toward that?
no,
And
didn't
of
know
course, no doubt your work would be in it.
that.
Not for sale, but for people to
Right,
look at and
that'd be a good idea.
appreciate.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea. Where would you have that, I wonder?
Well, that's the question we're working on that. Yes. Somewhere in the town. hopefully.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
So I remember at one point you had oxen.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Tell a story about how you use the oxen and.
I used to use them for, I only used them one at a time. I had 4 of them over the years, but one at a time that was working. And you just take them up to get the, get the wood and pull the wood down and it was pretty good. Yeah, it was, they were nice animals and more like. Well, I make pretty much small things now. Yeah, that turkey. And I can tell I'm getting old because I would laugh at making a turkey 20 years ago, but now I'm dragging at it.
Yeah, I was thinking if you hooked it up to the back of your car or something, you could pull it that way, but oxen is much more
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah, and you can't get your car up there.
Oh,
Where I got it. And even it was, if you didn't get it just right, the oxen didn't care for it. Ground had to be pretty firm, pretty frozen. Yeah, yeah.
Barry, one of my favorite pieces is on the table is the bird lake.
Yeah.
I know that you've made a few of these over the years, but I've also seen it evolve. I'm curious to know, do you remember the first one you made and what its inspiration was or where it came from? And as you continue to make, because I've seen a few,
Yeah.
Cage the chest and Cage the head and a few other things. And I'm wondering what made you.
There was a lady named Rose in Dartmouth. I think that was her.
Yeah.
And she really liked crows.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Yeah, yeah. And I made one of her with a ton of crows all over. And, yeah.
Me, remember?
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right.
And my work bought it for me.
Yeah.
I have it in my house.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat. I forgot about
It's
that.
big, it's
Yeah.
it's that big.
Yes. That was in the newspaper, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, your niece were in the
And you
newspaper.
were in the newspaper, sitting on your
Oh, yes,
chair,
that's right,
and
that's
you made
right.
a chair of birds.
Yeah, yeah. Seagull fruit.
Seagull throat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, made almost a front page.
Yes, that's right. Not that I know of. No. Just show you a couple more of these things. This is a piece of driftwood, and lady gave me that, with, with no paint on it, and just paint made it look like this. Yeah, there's no, I didn't add anything. Just paint. Those things that were already there, and mouth was there and everything. Fish more than a whale inside. And that's a lady's arm and hand. Yeah, it's got the 5 fingers and everything, and her elbow.
Barry, are you carving all year round? You have your high season, low season, hiding season?
It's whenever I get a minute, all year round. Yeah.
And you were saying that, had said in the past that it helped kind of relax you.
Yeah.
And reduce anxiety.
Yep. Yeah.
And can you
Does do that.
tell us a bit about that? Like how do you think it helps you?
It probably just keeps you busy and keeps you thinking about other things and accomplishing something and that sort of thing.
Right.
But kind of art in general can be hard on your nerves. I've noticed more in other people than me, but it's kind of up and down, and sometimes people look at something and don't like it. Like say you made something and you show it to somebody and they say, "Oh boy, what the heck is that?" And then another time they'll look at it and they'll say, "That's the greatest thing I've ever seen." And sometimes the same thing. But so when you hear that's terrible, then you're feeling bad. And then when they say that's great, then you feel good for a while. But I don't think that's sort of good for you, all that up and down. So, yeah, you got to have good nerves.
Barry, can you tell us a little bit about being awarded the King Charles Coronation Medal?
They just called me up on the phone, and it was I forget what that politician's called. The governor? The governor? Lieutenant governor? Is that what it was? Deacon. Was he lieutenant? Senator. That's what it was. Anyway, yeah, he called me up and just said that he would like me to have it, and I said, sure.
There was a little more happening.
But he was saying for service, for because I had tons of people in there showing them around. So over the summer and over the whole year, I guess there'd be hundreds of people showing around. So that's sort of a service. Something like that.
You had the presentation at the Art Gallery in Nova Scotia.
Yes, that's right.
correct?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I think Anne and Anne Burke's there and a couple other people arranged that. Audrey Sanford, I think, and Bob Robinson.
Yes, there were about, well in excess of 100 people there. All
Yeah, a lot of people wanted to go.
Yeah, all very happy
Yes.
for Barry and congratulating him on the award.
Yeah.
So how did it make you feel?
Oh, good.
Spurred you on?
Yeah.
Was that an up day as opposed to?
Yes.
I guess on your down day, you could just put the medal on. Put yourself up again.
Did you bring the medal at all, by any chance?
No. Never thought of that. I want to make a great big whirligig. That starts over there and finishes over
Oh,
there.
like so that big?
Yeah.
As big as those 2 tables?
Yeah.
Wow. What would it be for?
Just for looking at it. But have it out in the yard, you know. But it would be, you know, all those things connected together and all of them turning and little things turning off and everything. Yeah.
Will we see it as a fall car festival?
No.
Sort of like what would the theme be? Would it be animals or birds or?
Yes. No. No.
You just know you're gonna make one.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few different things it could be. But at least one of them would have to be real big. One of the propellers, I call them.
Do you find that children really appreciate your work? Do they come into your shop? Or?
They often come in by themselves because you have to drive to get there.
Right.
But they like to see them, but they board pretty quick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So for example, a really big, that would be that big, do you sketch it out first, like make a plan, or is it all in your brain?
That'd be in my brain.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, it's pretty amazing. Most people would have to draw it all out and figure out what went where.
Yeah, you might not want to say amazing until you get it
Oh,
done.
yeah. It's done.
But it might be.
Sure.
In the room pretty much now have a piece of Barry's folk art.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
I have one that we got at the folk art festival, and it's called, it's a whirligig. And it's 4 sisters.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The heads are 4
Oh,
girls
Yeah.
on the center, and then the birds are
Yeah.
spinning.
Yeah.
So I came from a family of 4 girls. So I saw that. Just written that And he said to me at the time, you can put that outside, just put a screw down through the face and hold it. No, that's not going outside. I cherish that inside in a special spot in my house and no way, that's a cherished piece of art for us.
4 girls and no boys.
Yeah, 4 sisters.
Not at Christmas. I don't anymore, but I used to, for probably 15 or 20 years, give out little things to the people in church. You know, a different one every year, like Mary one year, and an angel one year, and that sort of thing. So everybody in the neighborhood's got little.
I have 15 of them.
15. Wow.
How many would you make at any one time? What kind of a congregation? I don't know.
Maybe about 14.
Oh,
They're small,
yes.
but it still took a while. But there was, you know, that would be one to a family.
Nice. Nice.
Do you remember the year that I hired you to teach children to carve?
Yeah, that's right. We
That
made
was a big hit.
little skulls, right? Little
Yeah.
pirate skulls or something. Yeah. Yeah, I looked at a skull the other day. Yeah, I forgot even how I would make that.
The kids love making them, so it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Piratey, and I hired Barry to work at a children's camp, and he did a day carving with some kids, and it was a huge hit. You know, and I think you did most of the carving, and we
Yes,
showed them
yes,
how to do
yes,
it, and then they were able to go in and paint. But
Yeah,
it was-
yeah.
it was really-
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. That was a long time ago, though.
At the King Charles Award ceremony, one of the speakers referred to Barry as some people wear their heart on their sleeve. Barry wears his heart on his house. Because it is so decorated, any of us who've been to his house will recognize that.
Yeah, you have to crack on, yeah.
So can I ask one question about
Sure.
the mermaid? Why
Yeah.
is her arm up like
She's waving.
that? She's
Yeah.
waving. I thought she might be reaching into the underwater.
No. Like, trying to get your attention or something. Some people say mermaids are up to something. So this might be. Yeah.
Do you keep a list of how many pieces you've carved over the years?
No.
So you don't have any idea?
No. Quite a few.
Yeah.
But, no, I don't even have a camera.
What about recently? Do you keep a record like now?
No.
Do you ever think it would be worth getting a website or doing something like that?
Stay away.
Yeah, because we, neither me or Betty Ann know how to use one, right? So just to learn how to use one, you know, forget making great big, really big. That's, yeah. Yeah, I imagine it would. And I knew people that were at them all the time, and they never learned how to use them.
So would I be able to get a couple of pictures of you for our social media, if that's
Sure.
okay with you?
Sure.
And I'll pass them on to the person who's doing our Facebook, Instagram stuff.
Yeah.
Social media stuff.
Sure.
But we do that.
Okay.
Well, on behalf of everybody here, a sincere thanks to Barry Colpitts for coming and giving us
Sure.
a marvellous talk, for inspiring us with his inspirations. It really is wonderful work.
Well, thank you.
Very, very much.
Sure. Thank you.